It's time now for the Beer Chill Evening News on this Saturday evening, September 26, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I hear news at 9 here at our top story here at 7:15 p.m. here on this Saturday evening. Here is Philadelphia, where Pope Francis made his way, found a jubilant crowd here Saturday afternoon to the symbolic birthplace of the United States and challenged the country to rededicate itself to the solid promises of the past, including the commitment. The Republican Party came into 2015 in inevitably good shape, not since the War 20s that it elected so many members of Congress that it never controlled so many legislatures in the state. Texas Senator Ted Cruz won the presidential straw poll. The Valley's Boulder Summit for the third year in a row on Saturday cemented his position in favor of social conservatives in the Republican presidential field. United Nations Secretary of State John Kerry sought on Saturday to draw Iran into the search for a political solution to the Syrian conflict as he began a weekend diplomacy over the brutal fire there. The table is set for the United States and Cuba to make headlines as Cuban leader Raul Castro addressed the 70th General Assembly on Monday, a few hours after President Barack Obama speaks. The United Nations, after the South China Sea and the cyberspace rivalry between the United States and China, has come to found a new front, women's rights. Mexico City, Emiliana Navarre says it was the worst night of his life. Friday, September 26th of last year, when Navarre was home with his wife when he suddenly received a phone call. As Mexico missing students case and open a wound to the parents. The United Nations, as world leaders, banish a hard-fought new set of global goals designed to help improve lives in all countries. The question of who fits the trillion bill remains open on Saturday. The Hague, Islamic extremist suspect mean in the destruction of religious buildings in historic city of Timbuktu in Mali in 2012 when the resident was handed over to the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands. On his first Labor conference as leader, Jeremy Corbyn says he's ready to answer his doubters and to win the next general election. Conservative, the 13-year-old YouTube sensation C.J. Pearson claims to have been blocked by President Obama on Twitter. Critics say that wasn't the case. In 2010, Florida Senator Carly Fiorina, the Senate campaign was severely anticipated by a series of attack ads that emphasized her failure as Hewlett Packard CEO. Police officers and other officials watched as a right-to-duck tourist vehicles loaded in a flatbed tow truck in the late evening in Seattle on Thursday. As critics say, duck boats are too dangerous for city streets. Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, the campaign for Jeb Bush anticipated a competitive primary season is forming an aggressive presence in states beyond the four that will vote the Federal Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina. Credit cards are one of the most common payment methods around the world, yet they are also one of the least secure forms of payment. With Martin Whitcomb having resigned, incumbent Volkswagen CEO Matthias Mailer Tap Friday must deal with a scandal involving a rigged emission session. It's fundamentally Yankees great Yogi Berra is head of the Federal Reserve, and policymakers seem to be following the famous Jurgensen when they declined to raise interest rates in September. Brazil is extremely concerned about companies that have debt in dollars, as President Dilma Rousseff told reporters in New York after volatility in the country's foreign exchange market last week reached the highest level of most 4 years. The moon's orbit is not a perfect circle around the Earth. It's a slightly elliptical orbit on Sunday. The moon will be very close to the perigee, as close to the beginning angle to get some 14% larger in angular diameter than its farthest away. A new study suggests that human ancestors had choker heron in certain frequencies, and the heron pattern resembles that of chimpanzees. The angles have put in NASA's Curiosity Mars rover shows over the vehicle to the site from which it reaches an under the rim of the rock token called buckskin. NASA's Hubble telescope just captured new images of Vale Nebula that are obsolete jaws dropping as featuring long tendrils of plasma that are remnants of a massive star that burst about 8,000 years ago and turned into a supernova. Washington, the undercover videos were made over the more than 2 years ago, yet Planned Parenthood was taken by surprise when the first one was posted online in July. 2 drugs, Nivolumab and cabazinatrib, have both been shown to provide a prolonged survival of kidney cancer patients better than the standard treatment. A girl who drank 3 cups of green tea and in a bid to lose weight ended up becoming jaundice and suffered from an inflamed liver. The country will need to be polio-free in Nigeria for no more than 2 years to be officially certified as such. In Harwich, Massachusetts, attic fire 212 Wolford Avenue as the fire in an attic of a 2-story single-family home. As crews after the fire knocked on it, the town MA to the scene as well. Here, channel news times now. 7:19, time now for travel report on this Saturday evening here as you make your way for Saturday evening activities on the go at 146 on the southbound side here. It is slow from Route 15 all the way up to downtown Parliament 0. 95 in the southbound side, so for Pawtucket all the way up to downtown Providence, doing an active 95 southbound around Route 146, so expected delays around the Providence area of Route 95 and Route 146 in downtown Providence here. 195 in the westbound side, a little slow before Route 6 in Seekonk here. Route 1 on both ends around Gillette Stadium, and it is slow around Gillette Stadium due to a soccer game between the New England Revolution and the Philadelphia Union, so expect some delays around the Gillette Stadium area here. 120 on the northbound side, it is slow from 37 to Route 20 in the Braintree Randolph area is here. Mass parking on the eastbound side. And then on the westbound side, so on the Austin Bright tolls here. 93 on both ends, it's slow from Dorchester all the way out to downtown Boston here. Route 1 and 8, so from East Boston all the way out to Route 1 and Revere here. Mass parking on the westbound side, rules around I-84 and Sturbridge, I-84 westbound side, so after the mass parking in Sturbridge here. 185 on the southbound side, get an accident after Route 3 and Chelmsford, so expect some delays here. Spotted trip back to the both ends, it's looking good from Portsmouth all the way up to Rochester here. Every trip back rules around the Manchester-Boston Regional Airport here. And on the main trip back, looking good from York to Augusta via Portland here. And it is a smooth sailing commute here on this Saturday evening here. As we're taking a look at MBTA alerts here. Silver line SL4 Express and Monterey Zulu traffic, and same goes for Silver line SL4 Express and Monterey Zulu traffic here. On a conveyor rail, Freeman Woods Line train. Please be advised, due to necessary track work, all trains will be operated 10 to 30 minutes late. And Haverhill Line, train 210, 9:05 a.m. from Haverhill, delayed weekdays, 10 to 20 minutes, and end with Belleville, Friday, October 23rd. Here. And all Heman and all ferry trips will be routed due to scheduled long-line bridge construction time to 3 to 8 minutes of travel time. Here, Channel News Time, 7:21. Time now for a weather report here on this Saturday evening here for tonight. Podcast got about 40 degrees, east with about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Here. Sunday, Pittsburgh before 8 a.m. west, got about 30 degrees. Light available wind becoming south around 5 to 7 miles per afternoon. Here. Sunday night, podcast got about 52 degrees, south with about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Here. Monday, Pittsburgh before 10 a.m. west, Pittsburgh got about 76 degrees, south with about 6 miles an hour. Here. Monday night, Chester Shaw's being after 9 p.m. Pittsburgh after 10 p.m. west, both skies got about 61 degrees. Light south wind, anticipation is 30%. Tuesday, Chester Shaw's Pittsburgh before 10 a.m. west, both skies got about 76, about 60 degrees, anticipation 35%. Wednesday, parts of the both skies got about 68, about 49 degrees. Thursday, parts of the both skies got about 62, about 48 degrees. Friday, Chester Shaw's with some both skies got about 62, about 48 degrees. Anticipation 30%. And for Saturday, Chester Shaw's parts of the skies about 62 degrees, anticipation 30%. Not touch at 7:22 p.m. 54 degrees with fair skies to be visibility 67%. And that is coming in for the Peter Channel. Evening news on this Saturday evening, September 26, 2015. Previously, have a good evening and good passage. I'll see you for 11 o'clock late night report. Have a good evening.